So, Pat, it's great to see you.
Hey, Kevin, great seeing you too.
You know, I've often wondered how you got involved into this video thing. So, tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, geez, I was looking for a career change. I mean, you reach a point in your life where you've done so much that it's time to change. I was actually trying to figure out what type of career I should actually go into, and it was because of you introducing me to some certain personality tests as well as strength tests that I realized a lot of things that made me love my old life I could apply to video. We met speaking and doing some great speeches together and competing. Yes, you won, but at least we were competing, and that's how we met. And what I thought was interesting is that I said, you know, no one's going to hire a speaker without having a video. So I started teaching it to myself.
And I think that was genius, Pat, because a lot of people, even in today's market, don't realize the real value of video.
Well, that was the interesting part of it. When I was researching on the internet, I saw some resumes, video resumes. They needed help. And then I started looking at books to teach myself more about videoing, and they all dealt with the mechanics. They didn't deal with the important aspect of speaking to a camera, talking with someone, how to ask the right questions. And they also didn't go into the other part, which I thought was fascinating, which is being a published author, how to write a script.
And the fact that you took a course to learn about script writing, and the fact that you were a published author
already,
right, and the fact that you are a speaker, when you decided to bring all of those things together and then marry them with the whole idea of doing video, I thought that was sheer genius.
Well, that I have to help you too, because you and I were brainstorming quite a bit, and what I had to realize is my strength of being the visionary and seeing the change, and social media just changed the world completely. So I thought it was great, and I have to thank you for that too. And you are great in helping people think things through.
Oh, thank you, Pat. And I'm so glad that all of those things finally gelled for you. And I love the whole name of your site. So tell everyone what it is.
Oh, Viditude, Viditude.com. And I have to thank my niece for that one, who is also extremely creative. She actually said to me, you know, Aunt Pat, when I think of you, the first thing that comes to my mind is attitude. Since video, I think you'd be great for it. Why don't we combine the two? And that's how Viditude was born.
So it's video and attitude.
Positive attitude. Let's keep that one.
Okay. We're positive about that, aren't we?
Absolutely. So Viditude, it just worked out so well.
And I like this whole playbook that you wrote. So tell everybody about your playbook.
Well, when I realized that there was a major gap in that they taught the mechanics, what tools to buy, some editing, and not the whole strategy planning, which is interesting because from my old life I did a lot of business models and business strategies for Fortune 50 companies, that I was able to bring that and marry those two skills. And I filled a gap that people just jump in and thinking that you could do it yourself, and your videos don't exactly look your best. When they sit and think about it and plan about it, it just seems to make so much more of a impact and on the people you're trying to help, so it sells yourself better as well.
And would you say that video is all about selling yourself?
Video is all about adding value.
Oh.
It's not, don't think in terms of yourself, think about what it is for the other person. And that's the key. There's a lot of talk about viral videos and trying to make videos that just get millions and millions of views. So be as funny as you can. Now, not everybody has your gift in humor. I have seen you. You are wonderful in humor. Friendly connects faster because you have the right sense of humor that people grasp and people gravitate to. As most people, what they think is funny is really on a small niche and no one cares. That they actually wind up alienating people.
Well, and the other thing that when you mention that, and thank you for the compliment, when you mention that, the other thing is it's great to have a million video viewers, but what action are they taking?
Right. There's a formula, and that's part of the script writing. Of some of the script writing you need to do is have the call of action. Now, some people talk about that, but it's like they take their video and then all of a sudden they do a call to action. There's no good transition, and which is so important, as you know, in speech writing, is having smooth transitions. So there's just so much that you and I know as a skilled speaker, as well as my authorship and script writing, and as well as all my business models, and now on top of it doing the video, that is just all coming together. And I will also put a plug in as far as having a mastermind group, and having you in someone's camp. It's very helpful. I will thank you.
Well, thank you, Pat. And I think that the whole idea of storytelling and script writing. So would you please tell everyone about the script writing and storytelling and how those two work together in video?
Ooh, in a quick video, let's see. Think of it as a 3-act play. And what's important is that you have a great opening and a closing that actually creates like a circle. So where you started, you need to end. So you may start with a question, but you end with the answer. And the steps in between are basically 3 points of what you want the audience to walk away with. And that's the easiest formula to try to explain. But usually having a coach like myself will help you actually write it faster and quicker.
Well, the whole idea was to give everybody just an appetizer so that they can have an idea of what they're missing, and then give them the opportunity to connect with you. Yeah. So, speaking of that, how should people connect with you? How should people
The best way to do is look at viditude.com, viditude.com.
Spell that again?
viditude, Viditude and attitude mushed together.
Okay.
Otherwise, they can search under Pat Ferdinandi, and I'm sure they'll find me. I have plenty of Google juice because I know a lot about social media as well.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Pat. Thank you for spending the time. And I know that everyone in our viewing audience would love to connect with you. And
connect with him, too, because I think Kevin's great. So, Kevin, why don't you give your 2 cents, too?
Well, my site is Inspired Communications, LLC.
And he is inspiring.
.com. Thank you, Pat. And please feel free to look me up online. It's Kevin at inspiredcommunications.llc.com. All right. Thank you so much. And we'll be speaking to you again sometime soon.
Thank you.
Take care.